Spirit of Texas Bank, Nissan, Slovacek Sausage, and Germania Insurance bring you this clip of the Texas Bucket List. Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. Next up on the show, we head to Austin, but it's not for live music or for bets, it's for pinball games. You see, Austin happens to have one of the biggest pinball palaces in the entire country. Over in northwest Austin, underneath a busy 183, the number of cars flying down the ramps of this precarious piece of pavement can drive a commuter crazy. But why sit in bumper-to-bumper traffic when you can simply stop at Pinballz, get pulled into the past, and actually hit some of those bumpers with a big steel ball?
The kids come in and play, the parents come in and play, and a lot of times they all play together.
Darren Spohn owns Pinballz, an arcade with 13,000 square feet of space and 275 games. Over 100 of them of the pinball variety, the highest concentration of old school skill shot shooters in Texas, and second only to an arcade in Las Vegas.
Well, when we first started looking at games, everybody told us we were crazy to open an arcade because they're actually closing all across the country. So here's a Star Trek 1978 pin, and this is actually the pin that started it all.
Darren grew up during a time when pinball got a high score when it came to social interaction. Darren wanted a chance to replay his roots and pass along that experience to other potential plungers.
What we really wanted to build is that social experience, the kind of thing when we were kids and went in the arcade, we had the pinball machines and the classic video games. We played them very tactile response, social community, lots of your friends around you and such, and we wanted to recreate that. But we wanted to also serve the newer market, the newer games for the kids.
Turns out folks flipped over the amount of flippers you'll find in this fun zone.
I think it's, recreating that childhood, excitement of playing the game that you haven't seen for 10, 15, 20 years, right? That you used to play when you were a kid, and coming in and be able to play that game in a game that's in pristine condition.
I entirely failed to take advantage of this when I was the right age, so this is pretty much a do-over.
It's a playground for older people, like nerds like me that like pinball, so.
Not just nerds, I'm not a nerd, and I love coming here.
Rob McCafferty and Stephanie Cooper did just find something in common at the arcade. Well, they also found love.
We went in like this little area, and it had like shades and stuff. We were kind of secluded in there, so I dragged her in there and I kissed her for the first time.
But romance isn't the only connection these pinballs are providing. Thanks to an assortment of old school games, the arcade also brings out a little sibling rivalry.
I have an older cousin, he's about 30 right now, and his favorite game is Galaga, and I think I can beat him, and that makes me feel really good.
Are some of them older than what you're used to playing for video games?
Yes.
Others are just here for the fun.
It's BYOB, a lot of pinball tables, so I kind of piqued my interest, wanted to come out.
When you walk into the arcade, these are like some of the best pinball machines ever made. You've got Lord of the Rings over here. Like I said, the Renaissance Circus Voltaire from the mid-90s, Tales of Arabian Nights down there. There's Medieval Madness next, that gentleman's playing down there. Probably the most valuable pin we have in here.
With some of these games having price tags that could compare with a brand new car, it's no wonder many opt for the playing price of just a few tokens.
You put a token in and you hope for the best.
But some actually do come here to purchase the pinball machines from the past.
We actually do layaway plans for pinball machines too.
Of course, Darren needs a lot of tokens to pay his bills, thanks to each machine drawing anywhere from an amp to 6 amps of juice.
I can't imagine your electricity bill. Do you fear it every month?
It's huge, yeah, exactly.
And then there's the 12 full-time techs Darren employs to keep everything working in tip-top shape.
A lot of these games, the parts are hard to find, the people, the skills are hard to find to maintain them.
But according to Darren, it's all worth it. Being able to bring back a blast from the past and see it still creating smiles in our world full of iPhones gives Darren a better feeling than a ball brought back to life by an autosave.
I love arcade games, and pinball's the place to be.
It's just really satisfying. Like everything here has a feel and a sound and a clink and a thud, and it's not all. I love a Fruit Ninja, don't get me wrong, but like it's not the same tactile experience.
This is a place to come and play not only a lot of pinball machines, but the top pinball machines of all time.
It's unique. There's no other place like it. Like, I mean, it's pinball heaven.
Yeah, there's just one thing left to do.
Just wish me good luck.
Good luck!
Thank you.